This program was made possible by the Media Dunk Partners and with the continued support of the Xmark affiliates. Hello, boys. Hello, girls. And welcome to APCW Perspectives. I am in a particularly good mood today, as this is my last show before heading out on a much-needed vacation. And to maximize my vacation time, I am filming this video just a bit early. So, if I miss something major or there's breaking news, I'll cover it when I return. So, let's get right into things with the story out of the United States. And I bet you thought I was gonna say the United Kingdom, didn't you? Where Kalshi has been relentlessly saying that they do not offer gambling services and that prediction markets are not betting. While I've been consistently saying I really don't see a difference, but maybe that's just me. I am not an expert on these technical little differences, and I hold no law degree, but I will quote U.S. Supreme Court Justice Stuart Potter from a 1964 case on pornography when he said, "I may not be able to define it, but I know it when I see it." Look, I support Kalshi, even if I think they're splitting hairs. So why then, oh why, did they just join the National Council on Problem Gambling and pledge $2 million to their cause? Again, I'm no lawyer, but they are currently fighting some 17 different legal battles across this country and claiming all the while that they are not gambling. And this seems like an admission by Kalshi that they are, in fact, a gambling company, and it could probably be used against them. I don't get it, but then again, like I said, I'm no lawyer, and perhaps the arguable difference is that prediction contracts are between players and not the house. But that same argument could be made for poker, so maybe sometimes it can walk like a duck and quack like a duck and be a tractor or something. I don't know. And all of this is happening just as the U.S. government is pushing to regulate prediction markets through the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, not state gambling commissions. And if they do that, let me ask you this: could it fundamentally shift how gambling operators offer games of chance? And could it fundamentally shift the way online gambling is regulated? Just throwing it out there. Ready to partner with a trusted program? Then partner with BoyleSport Affiliates. Work with an established industry brand to keep more of your commissions with no admin fees and no negative carryover offered. Plus, they have exclusive, customized deals specifically tailored to GPWA members. Partnership can be simple and rewarding when you work with BoyleSport Affiliates. Into the second half of the show we go. I'm on the home stretch now, and I can taste those vacation days closing in. But first, the APCW has just released another new interview, this time for the Makeberry affiliates. I once again catch up with the lovely Katarina, their affiliate team lead, to discuss all the reasons you should consider working with them, including their multiple brands, no negative carryover, and generous commissions. As usual, you can find that interview in the GPWA forums and on the APCW website and YouTube channel. This is one of our last interviews from Barcelona, so it's a good thing I'm headed to London in a few weeks for the IGB live show. And as usual, I hope to see many of you there. And if you're an APCW sponsor, Be looking for my email invite for an on-camera interview while we're attending. You could also be proactive and reach out to me via email or private message through the GPWA. And while we're on the topic of APCW, sponsors and the IGB show, N1 Partners has been shortlisted for 2 of those awards, Best Affiliate Program and Marketing Campaign of the Year. Plus, with 14 brands serving over 10 Tier 1 geos, they are worth a look if you're not already working with them. Lastly, most of you know that I have a penchant for finding bizarre shit in our industry. Or perhaps our industry is just full of bizarre shit. Either way, there seems to be some politicians in America who want to hold gambling company CEOs accountable for normalizing online gambling for kids? Seriously? And this is the sort of thing that happens when you have elected officials too stupid to work in the private sector, so desperately trying to hold on to their jobs to make it look like they're crusaders for good and doing something other than collecting a paycheck off of you. If you want to deter the normalization of betting for those under 18, you don't target the regulated sites with age verification who are trying to follow all the rules. You target the easily accessible free-to-play sites available across multiple apps and social media platforms. Zynga, Big Fish, Slotomania, that's where you start. That's where the kids learn how to gamble before moving up to the big leagues. And what's this about holding CEOs accountable? How? How would you even do that? What would it look like? What kind of precedent would it set? And do you really want to dance on that slippery slope? My friends, if anyone needed a vacation right now, it's this guy. So I'm gonna go, but in 2 weeks, I'll be back. God willing. About all the reasons you should consider working with them. See, Captain Little Penis is out and about riding his bicycle. And as usual, I hope to see many of you there. And if you're an